and welcome to a quick video showing you the functionality of Asana, specifically for marketing departments. I'm really happy to show it for you today. My name is Norbert Turco, and in Cloudfresh, I'm responsible for driving the international expansion of the business to the new markets. And I'm coming with a 4 years experience working directly at Asana. So I'm truly excited to show you today what Asana can do for a team like yours. So let's start from the very basics, because it might be the first time that you're seeing Asana. I'll cover the interface very briefly for you to understand where you can find the most important aspects of the tool. And then, of course, we'll dive deeper into the specific marketing use cases. On the left side, you have a navigation bar. You can see here I have multiple different projects saved here as start, so that it's really easy for me to access. And then, of course, you can access all most important information for yourself directly from the homepage, where you can save things like the notepad. You can see the people that you collaborate with most often. You can understand what are the tasks time. And please remember these, as they'll become really important in our coming few minutes. And because here Asana helps you to get things really organized in terms of your day-to-day activities and day-to-day work. So let's focus specifically on some of the marketing examples. And I'd love to start from giving you a brief overview of the portfolio functionality. Portfolio functionality in Asana allows you to put together a plan, basically, where you can see multiple different initiatives or multiple different projects that you actually are working on as a marketing department. So let's have a look at April 2025 special events. You can see here that I'm organizing 4 different events. I can understand who is the responsible person, how are we doing in terms of the progress, what is the progress overall in terms of having the uncompleted tasks, or for example, overdue tasks. And you can see here that the Hill series event, we still have plenty of work to do because it's just really behind the rest of the projects here. And then, of course, you can also add any additional KPIs, which makes it extremely easy for any of your colleagues from the marketing department, or any of the colleagues from, let's say, the management of the company, or any other department that's working closely with marketing, to quickly understand what is the overall progress in your current job. So if we look at the special events here that we're running, let me open one of the examples here for you. Let's say the Hill series. You can see here that I have organized this project in a very clear and understandable way, where I have defined specific marketing team milestones for me to understand what does our team actually have to do here, such as implementing robust marketing technology stack and optimizing workflows, monitoring and adapting strategies, and so on. And what does it mean in practice? Yeah, so everybody who's working with me, and you can see I have a couple of different colleagues also in the same project here for the event, the Hill series. For them, Asana allows to understand really quickly what is the overall status, what are they supposed to do, and they can also quickly understand what are some of the tasks that they actually are supposed to do in organizing this Hill series event. But let's maybe have a look at one of the more practical use cases. So of course, organizing an event like this will require to do some additional steps, such as, for example, creating promotions in the social media, having beautiful creatives, having some banners, having some copy done as well. So we need to take care of that, right, for all the marketing campaign efforts that we're going to run. And it's really easy to organize it in Asana. This is one of my favorite examples when it comes to marketing departments working with, for instance, creative departments, to actually ensure that work is going really smoothly, that we know who is responsible for what, when does the work has to be done, and of course, what is the reason for doing all of this. So I have here a request or creative assets project, where basically we're able to show you a project split into various different categories, various different sections, such as new requests. So basically all of the new requests are coming in from various different places of the organization. They'll end up here for the creative team to further work on this kind of request. We also have graphics If that's specifically graphic requests we have to work with, it will end up in this column in the board view. And of course, we have multiple different sections here as well, such as in progress and active, to make it clear that someone is already working on it. Review and approval, where we need to seek an approval from, for example, the head of the department or head of marketing or anybody else senior to make sure that we are following the brand guidelines and so on. Then, of course, the ones which are completed are going to naturally end up here. And what's really great about having this sort of structure is that you can, as you can imagine, a creative team with support of the marketing team will be working with various different stakeholders from various different departments. And it's really important to make sure that it's as easy as possible to send those requests to the creative team. So how did it happen with the help of Asana? In this case, we can actually leverage the Asana Forms functionality, which allows anybody from the company to submit design request for the creative team. And that's really easy to do. So let's simulate submitting one of the requests here. So I will do the marketing example. We can make some description. We can specify already in the form, when do we need this by? So let's say I need this by next Friday. Region of request is going to be EMEA. I can actually specify what sort of support I need. I can also add even more additional information, what exactly I need to do. I can also upload some of the creative assets here in case I already have something. I'll type in my name and then I'll hit submit. So thanks to using this form, we can actually make sure that every request is standardized, that the creative team receives really very high quality of request, and that is really clear for everybody what exactly the creative team has to do in order for us to save as much time as possible. Okay, so now we're back to the request of creative assets project. And as you can see, we have the task that I just submitted here, EMEA marketing example. And if I open the task, what's really great here, you can see that Asana automatically assigned Hannah, who is product marketing manager. And Hannah is responsible for making sure that the request received is actually of a good quality, that it's clear for the marketing team to actually what to do. And you can see what Asana actually already automatically pre-populated the subtasks as well, which means that we know that by default, I will be expecting to receive 4 of these different creatives with specific dimensions as well. And this is really great because otherwise we'd have to do all of this manually. We would have to manually basically copy paste the request or just get it captured via email or any other source of information, and only then take it to the tool and then triage it to a specific person responsible for managing this sort of request and handling tasks and subtasks such as basically this. So once we have it here in the project, let's say that with the request, what she can do, she can basically drag and drop it to the next stage, which would be in progress/active. And once it lands in this specific stage, we can actually see that Asana already added additional comment, and it just confirmed that this is now in progress. So what Hannah can do, Hannah can actually easily reassign it to, for instance, Alice, who is the creative director here. And she will be the one making the graphic that I have just requested in the form a few moments ago. So thanks for doing this. We can see that work is basically progressing as easily as that. We can see a lot of different tasks that are already in motion, but done by different colleagues in the department. But let's have a look at the approval stage. Yeah, because of course, everything that is created, we also need to make sure that it will be available and visible for the management as well to approve before it actually goes to the last recently completed section. So what can we do here? Yeah, so you can see that we have 2 different subtasks in these in the tasks that are within the specific section. We have to receive a CMO approval, of course, because our CMO has to approve that the creatives here are of a high quality and they meet all the marketing team standards. And of course, we also need to get a legal approval as well, because what if we are violating some of the copyrights or any other things, right? So this is really easy to make, because once a task is basically moved to this section, Asana is going to automatically repopulate this task with the approval for requests. So you can see the same example here that I've been using before. Already Asana has added 2 of different subtasks for approval. And then if we open one of those, let's say the CMO approval, instead of having an option to complete the task, our CMO will basically have 3 different buttons to either approve, request changes, or reject the proposal that we have submitted here for their approval. So let's say Carl is happy. Let's say he hits the approve button. And after we got the approval from the legal team and other departments, we can basically finish the task by just moving it to the recently completed section, which is actually really great because now we're really fully organized. We know what is happening here. We can easily understand the flow of the whole creative production, and the collaboration between different departments is also really clear. And then last but not least, I also wanted to quickly show you the dashboard, which basically allows the marketing team department or anything, or the managers, or basically people that are managing these specific teams, to quickly understand what sort of metrics do we have in terms of productivity. We can see how many regional requests we have by different regions. We can see how many tasks do we have per each section. We can also understand whether we have any overdue tasks that we're running late with. We can see how many of them are incomplete. So this sort of view is fully customizable. You can also see what sort of region and breakdown per specific person. So any sort of metrics that would basically help you and allow you to measure the productivity of your team is available here in the dashboard section. So as you can see, all in all, Asana is a very easy, very flexible tool for marketing department. I'm really excited for you to try it out for your marketing team in the company. And thank you so much for watching this video. Really appreciate it and wishing you a very good day.